Hello, everybody, and welcome to another week of the Coach Dev Academy Lab Guide. Manu here from Aspar team. And today we're going to analyze a lap here in the Silverstone circuit for the week 9 of the F4 racing series on iRacing. And let's take a look how a fast lap is here at Silverstone. Let's go. Okay, so here we are at Silverstone, the new layout, the one that's now in the Formula One since years ago. And yeah, we're gonna check the first corner is a complete flat out. You have to place the car in the perfect racing line to make it flat out and not going too wide. My point of turning in, it's gonna be the 50 board here on the left. When I'm gonna about past 50 board, we're gonna start turning in and using this inside part of the curve, maybe a little bit more close, but not too much because there's enough track there. And place the car in the perfect position to not go in too wide to the left, because you have to place the car in the middle of the track for the next corner for this left-hander. So it's better not to go in too wide on this side and stay a little bit close to the right, and to do it this one, and again sacrificing the exit of this left-hander to put the car in the left part of the track. So for this third corner, my braking point, is here, the start of this curve here on the left. It's a hard braking. I'm gonna brake maybe 90%, 80%. It's going inside as much as possible. Be careful not to touch the sources here on this track and with this car, because it's gonna fly a little bit and you're gonna lose time. And again, sacrifice a little bit the exit with this part here on the left, and put the car again to the right to make the slowest corner of the Silverstone, this left-hander. So be very careful. My braking point here is this start of the curve on the right, and as I have 3 screens, I can see the apex really well on the left. With one, it would be tricky to see it, because you can't see the apex. But with these screens, I can see right now the API, so I turn it in and start the throttle as soon as possible, and really progressive and 100% when I know. And with the low power of this car, you are able to do it really soon. Okay, so for this corner, we are gonna find the 50 board here on the right, and a little bit earlier of the 50 board, we're gonna brake, really middle braking force, because you don't have to brake really hard because the car is gonna be unstable. So 50% braking, you start to turn it in. It has a late entry, this corner. Be very careful to go down to third and not going too close until you see the exit of the corner. And when you see these sauces, you can close a little bit, not too much because there's an off track here again. And to place the car near to the right and do this long right-hander, really close to the right, to the curb in the inside, because the car can rotate a lot with throttle. You can see here I'm gonna start throttle a little bit earlier. I'm gonna lift a little bit now because I didn't feel the car rotate. But right now you can go 100% and use all the exit part here. Maybe this is the limit for not taking the off track here on the left. In this straight, you can cut. This is not an off track and you gain a little bit of time, not too much. And for this fast right, we're gonna check between the 100 board and the 50 board. We're gonna a light brake near the 50 board, and when you feel the car that rotates and points to the corner, we're gonna start throttle again and 100% as soon as possible. You see, that was really hard because I feel the nose really close into the right, so it's the perfect time to go flat out in this part and touching maybe a little bit the astroturf here on the right, and using all this here on the left. Now for the famous chicanes here in Silverstone, the first one is completely flat out. Be sure to place the car as much as the left as you can to make a perfect racing line for the next ones, because the way you enter this right-hander is the way you are gonna make the other left and the right again. So make sure you go one gear down here, placing the car near the AstroTurf, sacrificing the exit and put the car in the middle of the track to make the perfect racing line and the perfect entry for this one, that you do it the same way, touching the AstroTurf and these sauces here on the left, and again sacrifice the exit, leave all this space in the right, and again for this corner, late entry and gas as soon as possible. You see here 100%, using all this outside part, maybe not too much of the curve because there's an easy off track here to make. Now we go into the long straight. We're gonna reach in the last sector. That starts here with this right-hander. We're gonna brake here on the start of the curve again, and it has a late entry as well. You see you place the car in the middle of the track, and with the late entry you still waiting, and when you see the car points to the inside and you see these curves here on the inside, these sauces, you go flat out, completely flat out, and you can use all this exit part. Maybe that's the limit again for the off track, or maybe you go wider, you have the slow down. And for the last chicane, my braking point is going to be the 100 board here, and it's a tricky corner because it's the harder braking zone here in Silverstone. You have to brake hard, maybe 90%, and the car is going to be light on the rear and unstable. So you have to be very careful when with the inputs of the steering wheel to take to the inside here and make sure that you are close enough in this curve, but without touching those big curves here on the left, because they are very, very tall, as you can see. So be very careful not to touch it. And again, like the other corners, sacrifice the exit and place the car in the middle of the track to make a good run. Here on the right, we go flat out at this moment. And again, careful with the sauces. It's too easy to touch this curve because you have to be turning and flat out. So be very careful to not touch it. It's one of the most trick is with this car, maybe not because it's really low power, but with other cars it's too easy to touch this curve. And that's it, completely flat out. As I said, with this car no problem going wide here on this left, but with other cars with less aero, less dynamics and less wing, the car understeers a little bit and you can go through the sauces here and the car is destroyed. But with this car is flat out and last corner, no problem. And lap done here in Silverstone. Okay, so that's the analysis here in Silverstone. I hope you find this information useful. And as always, take care and be sure to subscribe our YouTube channel. We're gonna keep making lap guides and setup sessions all weeks. So don't forget to subscribe on YouTube channel and see you on the next one. So take care, race, and see you on track. Bye-bye.